can it be? Oh! My name is Burrito. That was clearly the horse. The horse. That was clearly the horse. I see what you did! Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 1.0 automation series. Now, the villager problem, I checked in my test world, and this configuration is okay. So, I just have to get a bunch of food, but sadly, we don't have a way of automating things. Today, what we're going to do is get a way to have lots of food that's quick and is easy to automate. So none of that whole hungry villager thing. We might do that later, but what is easier is a melon farm. So that's what the goal today is going to be. And then of course we're going to get over to that escape hatch thing that I was going to show you if you didn't see last episode. So we're going to go on a journey, and we also, it's going to help if we get ourselves a silk touch pick. So I know where it is because I, of course, scout in my other world. Sorry, I'm one of those people that I need to know where things are. So it's around this bay area, so we're going to get there pretty quick. We made it! Woo! That didn't take forever or anything. Alright, now the goal is to collect some melons. Melons. That's just what I need. So we're going to grab all these melons, and then we're going to go back to base. Stop it! Ow. Okay, this is good. Fantastic. Melons galore. Awesome. Oh, my 6. The other part of this is to get experience, so we have enough for a silk touch pick. That's kind of why I'm also out here. Hello? How many melons? I think that's enough. Grab some jungle wood. Now, I have a few ideas of where I'm going to put this farm. I kind of want it to be next to my sugarcane farm, ideally. But I want to have everything sort of like in the same chunk, so I think we can actually dig down. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so to construct this farm, we're going to need a few basic supplies, mainly a bunch of pistons. Now, we could do it by cell, which is what I'm thinking we could do. So, we're going to need a bunch of hoppers. Oh man. How much iron do we have? I don't know if that's enough or not. Probably not. We're going to need a bunch of pistons though. We'll start with 10 cells. I think that's enough. We could always add more. So we'll start by crafting up these pistons. And then craft our 10 pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! And that was actually just the amount of wood that we needed, so good job me. So that's all the pistons that we need. I'm thinking the farm will go right here. So I'll get back to you when we've cleared out this space. Okay. This is the design I have in mind. This involves the double inverter just stacked on top of each other. So that's the way I did it. You have the double inverter going in here. You can see with the delayed time going into here that way. The observer observers don't create an observer piston clock. So that's how this works. And we have them all lined up into here so they're all connected. Finally, only have to do one of these, makes it super efficient. And to collect the items, we have a minecart track below, like here. And it picks up all the melons and drops them off in a station we have down below here. That works. So how this works is it's a pretty standard drop-off system where it goes into here. We have a comparator redstone clock down below, which goes into this, and this hard powers the block, which also powers this block, which gets it up here, but with a delay, obviously. Yeah, so that works. So when you place a melon here, it'll go, and just break it, and it'll be collected by the minecart here. See? Nice and simple. So that's the design we're going to go for. And we'll see you back on the series. Here we are. Let me see what time it is. It's daytime. So I've cleared out this whole entire space for us to put this melon farm in. I had to do some configuring with this dropper thing here, but it works now, so it's a little bit more compact, so we have all this room to work with, so that's going to be the thing. Now for this we're going to need 10 observers as well. I also have to show you the doesn't even look like anything from the outside too, because I did it as best I could to sort of sculpt and mold it to make sure it looked as natural as possible. So this is what we have to work with. 10 observers, which is good since I've been farming iron and quartz. Last time you saw me here, recording. So we're gonna get 10 quartz. Get a whole bunch of redstone. Get a whole bunch of cobblestone. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. And powered rails and regular rails. We'll go ahead and make a few more powered rails. Well, that was easy. I'll actually come back to you when I've finished doing all of this stuff, since you already know how the design works. Progress update. More or less, I finished the melon farm, and it follows the general birch and cobblestone arrangement, so it's fine. Just waiting for the melons to grow, so and it looks really good, and I love it, and it works like a charm. So I modified the design a little bit. As you can see, the chest that contains the melons is in here. There's a hopper system going from there to that chest, with the droppers being right there. And we slimmed it down from like 10 observers to 8 observers, but that should be fine. And because we have the track curl around here, since I didn't want the track to be here, since that's where the wall is and the water and whatever, so the track's here. So I wanted it to curl around so I could get that 3 spacing that you need to collect items. 3 is the magic number for hopper stations, apparently. Believe it or not, it's the magic number. So I was able to figure that out, which is fine. It just means I have to slim it down to 8. And so the chest is here. And then the observer circuit is all behind here. And villagers do accept melons. I was like, do they accept melons? Turns out they do accept melons, so I can just like take this, walk this way, since I added this hallway, which is basically pretty convenient, I guess. Woohoo! And I can be like, hey, you're hungry, have some food. And then someone's gonna collect the food. Unless they have full inventories. Are you gonna collect the food? Come on, it's right there. No one refuses a nice melon. I mean, he has a full inventory, but you don't. I guess. They were taking the melon before. I know for a fact they accept melon. Take my melon. Okay. I mean, that's fine too. I left this open so I wouldn't have to punch you. What if I punched you? Now, can I feed you my melon? This is quite scientific, I assure you. Oh, come back here. Stop moving! I'm feeding you. Hey! Oh, never mind. Sorry for punching you. I feel like a big jerk. I'm gonna leave this food anyways. Oh, someone take the food. There we go. That's what you have to eat. Get used to it. Even if you can't, it's a nice addition. Oh look, you just saw it in time. That's fantastic. Wow. Woohoo! The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to have the system that involves the escape hatch thing, I guess. Oh yeah, I also broke my shovel. Why? It's right below the nether portal. Of course it is. Why? 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 Just... It's like right there. Doesn't help me at all. Or, you know what we could do? We could, like, hide it in the nether portal. That's what I'm thinking. Genius. It's actually going to be here. It's going to be right here. Because we can hide the piston in the portal. Makes perfect sense. They'll never know. Yeah. We'll cut it here and I'll come back to you when we've done the thing. We're back. You may notice one thing. I moved the nether portal up one block. That's fine. It gives us the opportunity to hide a little something. I'm sure you can already tell what it is. Now, this wasn't overly complicated. Really. Wasn't. Because the way it works is that the bottom piston, this one, has to extend first, and then that one, no, this one has to extend second, that one has to extend first. So this one is set to 3 ticks if you're me, because I go 1, 2, 3, or 4 ticks if you want to be correct. So 4 ticks, and that's just regular old 1 tick. So when you push this button, oh man, it usually works every time. The point is to move forward like that. Then it works. Push the button. That's weird. So it sometimes happens and it sometimes doesn't. then it happens there. That's weird. But if you remember to walk forward, it should happen every time. Because it's like just the right height. And there's actually one lower, so I had to make it one higher. And it's like sort of hidden underneath the portal. It's fine, but fine by me. And it works. And it just pop out of the ground. Nothing to see. And I love that. Yeah, over time that will grow, and so it'll just be a regular grass block that's suddenly pulled in. So it's just a nice addition to the hallway of automation. I think that's what we're gonna call it. Because so far we've got things happening down here. We've got the I want to see if they've eaten. Have they eaten my melons while I've been doing this? I don't know. Let's see. Have they been eating my melons on? Come on. Guys, you know you want to. They're like delicious. I don't know if they've eaten them or not, or I don't know if they've just despawned. I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Yeah. Let's see how many melons we've been picking. Wow. That's a lot. That's good. So this is the hall of automation. In order to get out, you just go in here, and you go in here. Very simple. I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So, if you liked it, leave a like. If you really did enjoy it and want to see more redstone stuff, or my Terraria videos, consider subscribing. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.